Thanks, Hazel. Yeah, we're looking forward to this. We've had the aperitif. Now we've got the main course. Excellently judged break-off from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Very strange configuration of reds. Pretty much every red move there. Don't see that very often. But it's been a good match so far. Both players in fine form. Neither one taking a backward step. We've had centuries from both. You can see the centuries there on the stats at the bottom of your screen. 113 in frame 2 from Ronnie O'Sullivan, followed by 112 in frame 3 from Hossein Vafaei. It's been great stuff. And the match is perfectly balanced, 2 frames apiece in what is now effectively a best of 7 for a place in the UK Championship final. Great shot. What a shot Ronnie O'Sullivan's pulled out there. I was just looking to push through the second red to leave it to the right corner. Didn't quite go far enough. Can still cut it in, but it's extremely difficult.
8.
He's got the red to the left middle pocket, but the black is really in the way for cueing at the cue ball. So this will need some attention.
Clean the white, yeah.
Just seen something on the cue ball he doesn't like, so well within his rights to have it cleaned. Gives him time to assess the table and work out his route.
An anxious look to see what the cue ball hold. Short of the baulk line, it has done. He's perfect on brown or yellow. And come back up for this red, maybe just right at the pack in the open.
11.
It was a quite an unusual break from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Got that cue ball tight on the ball cushion, as you said, moved a lot of reds in the break off.
20.
Forced a mistake. It wasn't a major mistake, it was just a half chance for that red, opening red that he got. And now he's got a wonderful chance here.
27. 28.
Straight away, leaving himself low on this black, and now just go into the reds, into that gap. Try and miss the first, the red that's closest to the black, just missed that. Plenty of back spin. There's your look. Has he got a red in the centre? It's not fantastic. Could have been nicer. Missed the first red as he needed to do, but could have been a nicer split. Got a tricky red to left middle, right middle. No, it wasn't easy.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 35.
He was just having a look, saying, is he on this red into the right centre? It's very, very tight. But if not, he still has this red up into the yellow pocket. And he can play it without any real pressure. Screw back for the black. He's not going to be leaving anything. Only the red he's taken on. Oh, it was close. Yeah, but he could. As I said, he wasn't really leaving anything. Should he have missed it?
Yeah, I could see.
We've got an invader on the pitch. To get your tickets like everyone else.
Slight advantage to Ronnie O'Sullivan in this little mini standoff. Saying a little bit wary of rolling into the reds here. Got to be careful he doesn't leave a possible pot into the left centre. It's a very delicate shot. That's what he's just concerned about. Well, is he having a look at? No, I thought maybe he's having a look. He's digging down to see can he get the cue ball back to the top cushion, but doesn't look like it. So delicate little roll up. But it was always possibility of leaving the red, and that's exactly what he's done. The look up to the ceiling will tell you that. A mistake from Hossein Vafaei. Straightforward opener. You would expect Ronnie to knock this in. Again. Wow.
Did that turn right, Ken, on its way to the pocket? I thought that looked like it was in. Just as he struck, it looks in there. It's always far edge. And then maybe, did it just deviate slightly? I'm not sure. Well, that didn't deviate. That was just a miss. Good old-fashioned miss. I think Hossein knew the significance of that red. That added to the pressure of the situation. And really, that should be 3-2. Had to get this, went for it full-bloodedly. Yeah, he'll be slightly annoyed there, sat there in the chair, having got away with his poor safety before and missed that chance. He knows that all these shots should have been his.
And particularly when you saw Sullivan crouch down on the table, head bowed, when he missed the red. That's the type of body language that Hossein would have loved to have seen from his opponent, but didn't capitalise from it. You've got to capitalise at those situations. Now all of a sudden he's back up and he's running again.
Yeah, we just got to see a picture there of the grip of Ronnie O'Sullivan. The two players actually have a very similar technique, certainly in terms of their grip position. fairly
21.
unconventionally, both of their index fingers are away from the cue, and it creates quite a gap between index finger and cue. Let's see there, his index finger's away. It creates a bit of a gap at the bottom. I'm not saying that Hossein, having grown up watching O'Sullivan, has copied him, but it is exactly the same.
28. $29.
Just this black for the frame.
$36.
And as we get closer to the line here, Ken, it's going to be interesting to see how
37.
small, very, very small mistakes like that one from Hossein, how he deals with those. Because it is always the simple ones that get you. It's never the complicated shots. It's always the easy ones.
40. $41.
Yeah, nice little shot at developing that tight red. Yeah. Just little misses like that annoy you as a player when you felt like you're given an opportunity. We took them in the last couple of frames, of course. But that was crucial.
47. $54.
No, he's not finished yet. And like all great champions, don't they just like to clear the table every time they come to it? Needs the split on the red. Calling all pockets for this one.
60.
Is it there? Is it there? No, it's
Ronnie
not there.
O'Sullivan, 60.
He won't be bothered about that. Breaks of 35 and 60 off the mistake from Hossein Vafaei. Gives Ronnie O'Sullivan an advantage again. He extends his lead to 3 frames to 2. And a change of break-off for Hossein Vafaei. This time change of side. Just didn't feel he was getting the correct amount of side spin on the cue ball, breaking off on the yellow side of the brown, so he's made a switch. Bit of a head scratcher here at first glance. He can come between brown and green onto the side cushion and into the side of the pack, but that's about all he's got here. Bit pacey, is it? Bit pacey. It was, and I think he's got away with it. That was a bit of a mistake.
Really do much, only try and get as close to that ball cushion as possible. I'm sure Ronnie will try and swing the cue ball over the left hand side of the table, try and put Hossein in a position where he was a few moments ago. That's exactly what he's done. But unfortunately for Ronnie, he's left a possible pot here for Hossein. No, and I think he's going to leave it as well. The only red he could leave if he missed it, and it's left chance again now for Ronnie O'Sullivan.
And they're the shots that have been going in all week, aren't they? He's been scoring so well, he's been so dangerous from distance, and just letting him down at the wrong time.
Yeah, he hasn't missed many, has he? He's been so prolific at that particular type of shot.
1.
Let's have a look at it again. And it wasn't that close. If he got close to it, he may not have left it.
And these are the types of situations where O'Sullivan is normally deadly. Such a high percentage of winning frames in one visit from these types of scenarios. Moves the cue ball round better than anyone else.
Yeah, and he'll also get a slight sense of weakness from his opponent.
12.
He'll want to capitalise on. Missed chance in the last frame, he got away with it.
13.
One there, and now he wants to drive that advantage home. There's almost like a extra intensity with Ronnie O'Sullivan in this second part of this wonderful match.
Yeah, the old cliche, isn't it? When you go out there, you just get taught to play the balls. Don't get involved in your opponent, just play the game.
21.
But I really do think at the elite level, there's quite a lot of playing your man. And you're reading the opponent, tailoring your game around their body language, how they seem to be. You're right, Ronnie will be reading that Hossein perhaps
28.
hasn't resumed play quite the same as he started it.
29.
And he'll be looking to stand all over him.
Well, this could be the key shot. He wanted to be a little bit higher with the cue ball. He may be forced to go into the reds here. No, deciding to play for the loose one. He had a good opportunity to split some reds.
36.
Decided to start to pick the loose reds off first.
37.
No, the only problem about that is he's only got one more loose red. And now he has to develop
44.
something after this, so it's imperative he gets a good angle on pink or black.
45.
Well, he didn't have the angle to stun into them. as he would have wanted. Played a very unconventional
52.
shot on and off the side cushion into the reds. Didn't have the angle required. The red before was the mistake. Now, does one of these reds go to the right-hand middle pocket? I think the one nearest the pink squeezes past. We'll know if it's in before he does. No.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 52.
Anxious look from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Can Hossein cut that red in? It's very, very thin. I think he can cut that in, Ken.
Oh, he's coming out to have a look at the angle, but ooh. I think it may be just too far down the table to attempt it. Well, let's have another look. Maybe. I'll be careful of the in off. This cue ball is going very close to this corner pocket, though. Ooh. It's pretty good. I'm settled for that. Yeah, just go back to that a couple of shots ago from Ronnie O'Sullivan when he didn't decide. He had a wonderful angle on the black shot. He didn't decide to go into the pack. Instead, it played for the couple of loose reds. It was like you'd expect him to go into the pack. Normally he'd be that aggressive, like into the pack as soon as he can, but it hasn't worked out in his favour.
Yeah, it's very hard to criticise the best break builder of all time, isn't it? I think he knows best, but it didn't work. But he's in a very commanding position here in frame 6. Hossein looking to see if he plays safe up to the baulk end of the table. Is that red close to the middle pocket potable? I know it looks it on the screens, but that angle of attack into there is very acute. You'd have to be right behind the red to pot it. Ronnie having more than a passing glance at this red. The red does pot, but it's almost unpottable from there. You'd have to be right behind it to just drop it in. He's looking at this long red. His long game's been great this week. 74% for the tournament. Was the cue ball in? Well, if he did go for it, he hit the wrong side of it. Maybe he didn't go for it.
He does want to plant this red over the pocket. He's okay. Ronnie can't cut that red in. Needs to miss the brown. He has a little clip on the brown. Has just left this cue ball. There's a nice sort of angle now to take this red on, but there's a lot of pressure on this shot. If he misses it, it will be frame over. Big shot this. Ah, well played, Hossein Vafaei. What a shot. Once again, fully committed to it. Beautifully stroked in. Yeah, that's good. Now, what a chance. Only one safe red. That's the one just past the
8.
left middle as we have a look at this opening pot. What a beautiful shot it was.
Nine.
Came to the table 52 points behind, but that lead will soon evaporate. And the question is about that red. That's the only safe red on the table, and it's going to be the pivotal ball in this frame.
Yeah, when he chooses to lift that red
14.
off the cushion at some stage in this break, he has to do it with at least one more red on the table, so that if he plays to move it and misses it, he's on a secondary red. If he leaves that red till last, the chances of that going right are very slim.
15. $21.
You can just see a slight hesitancy in Hossein's game just beginning to creep in. It's completely natural. It's the biggest match of his life, but it's a hesitancy that hasn't been there all week. And look, he's
Hossein
missed an
Vafaei,
absolute
21.
sitter. Got down to the red, got up, didn't like it, wants to throw his cue at his chair, resists. He'll be absolutely livid with himself.
One.
What a mistake from Hossein Vafaei.
I couldn't see this coming at all. I mean, okay, he's slightly hampered. But he used a little bit of right-hand side. He can hardly
7.
watch. He's sat in his chair. He could hardly look at what's happening at the table. He knows that was a massive chance to go level once again.
14.
It's going to cost him the frame.
15. 22. 23.
So Ronnie misses the can on the
30.
red, but he's done the damage already. 61 points ahead. Hossein won't be coming back to the table. I'm
Ronnie
sure
O'Sullivan, 30.
Tatiana will get the nod. She does. He can still can't bear to look at the table. Another chance missed. Ronnie moves into a 2-frame lead. He's 4-2 up now.
Take your seats, please. Frame 7. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Alarm bells going off for Hossein Vafaei now. First time this week he's found himself in this level of trouble. Been pushed right against the wall by O'Sullivan. It has to be said, Hossein's had chances. That misread in the previous frame. If he goes on to lose this match, he'll have nightmares about that shot for days and days.
One.
What a shot that is. Goodness me. Absolutely perfectly cued.
Hossein Vafaei. 1.
And it's one of those, Ken, isn't it? When you pot a red like that, it makes the red he missed in the previous frame even more inexplicable.
No, that's the funny thing about our beautiful sport. You could, under different circumstances, you know, you pot anything and miss anything at the same time.
1.
Another great opening red from Ronnie O'Sullivan. This time, unlike Hossein's black, what he could have taken on, this is a better angle. He's got to go into the 2 reds just above the black. Ooh, just wiggled in, but what a shot. He's moved the red away from the black spot. Black will go on its spot, and
8.
that's opened things up lovely.
9.
We always say, don't we, that, you know, when there is an interval after 4 frames, it
16.
sometimes can just completely change the dynamics of a match. Sullivan started off
70.
like a train. Hossein came back at him. Momentum had swung in Hossein's favour. The interval comes, and Hossein is almost like a different player since the interval.
Yeah, and he hasn't had a 30 break since the resumption. 30, 47 and 112 in the first 4 frames, but since frame 5 it's been all O'Sullivan.
Sullivan's body language, even around the table, is better.
25.
Moving. A couple of times in those frames that he's lost, the head went down a little bit, but that's already forgotten about. That wasn't the best shot, but he's okay. He's still got a red
32.
into the left centre. No, he's missed that. Now,
Ronnie O'Sullivan. 32.
another chance for Hossein.
One.
Okay, Hossein, you've been the best player of the week so far to this point, but you need to do it now. This is the moment.
Six. Seven.
Just gone a fraction too far with the cue ball there. He wanted to be able to pot this red and play through for the black. Don't think he can do that now.
$14. $20.
Can't quite reach it with his normal cue, so just adding the extension to it. On and off the cushion, maybe a touch of left-hand side. Trying to get low on the black, hasn't managed to do that. Not quite got that cue ball under the same control he's had all week. Can he get to that red that's slightly detached from that little bunch to pot it in the middle pocket? Goes clearly to the green pocket.
$28. $29.
Lovely shot. And a perfect angle on the black now to play the little cannon to the 4.
Yeah, that was a wonderful shot. Nice little opening of the reds here. That's perfect. Well played.
36.
There's 5 points into the lead, and that's crucial because the 4 loose reds with high value colours would be enough to leave Ronnie the snooker before he gets to maybe that red that's close to the left centre pocket. Oh no.
Hossein Vafaei, 37.
Well, Hossein.
And that's what Stephen Hendry was saying between frames in the studio. Everyone can do it through the week, but not everybody can do it when it matters the most.
One.
Just didn't see it coming, to be honest. Well, he didn't either. It was straightforward, black orbit spot, just playing for one of those 2 loose reds around the pink. Just, I don't know whether it's pressure, concentration, maybe the occasion, as you say, Sean, just getting to him slightly. I mean, he still looks calm, but the body language now is not good.
3.
He's got a nice angle. He can pot this red, develop the other red.
4.
He tried to, but knocked it into a even safer position. But he's going to need that red. This is not good. I really wanted to be playing for the pink off this red
11.
into the left corner pocket. Would have been a natural angle from the pink from the right hand side of the table. So a bit of work to do for Ronnie here. Well, hold on a minute.
12.
Have a look at this for a shot. Have a look at this for a shot. Shot of the match so far. Absolutely fantastic. What a shot that was.
Yeah, and that shot will have been like a knife through the heart to Hossein Vafaei.
17.
Would have been pinning all his hopes on that red being on that cushion.
18.
What a shot from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Perfectly played on the blue to leave the correct angle on the yellow to get up for the green. Strange configuration of colours here. You won't see this very often. Needs the
25.
green and brown for the steal.
$28.
And he will be rowing in his chair, saying, I lost these 3 frames. And he could have won all 3 of them, but it's Ronnie that's going to win them. I'm going to go 5-2 ahead, 1 frame
37.
from a place in another UK final.
43.
Not the biggest break of the match by far by any stretch, but certainly the most important. Hossein Vafaei should have had that frame 1. He didn't. Ronnie O'Sullivan steps up to the mark. He leads 5 frames to 2 and needs just 1 more.
Thank you. Frame 8. Hossein Vafaei to break. Thank you. Shh.
This time, Hossein has not got cover on the red from the break-off. O'Sullivan completely zoned in there. Little nudge off the middle pocket, no. Stayed so still on that shot. Oh, this is, oh, tried to go off 2 cushions into the pack, just didn't have the angle.
6.
Just coming around to see if there's any possibility of a plant into this bottom left corner pocket. If he wants to play off that, doesn't look like. He's got to be careful he doesn't knock a red towards his left corner.
Yeah, I've got a feeling there's a plant above the black into the right corner that he didn't see. I think he saw it after he potted the blue. He came and looked at it with a slight wry smile on his face, as if to say, oh, I hadn't
Ronnie
seen
O'Sullivan,
that.
6.
Played the split shot, but the plant was waiting for him. But a very good safety shot, as ever. If Hossein plays this safety off the red to the right of the pack, he has to get this super thin. Doesn't want to hit the blue. Well played.
Let's have a look down the line here. Can Ronnie just get an edge just right? It is pink. Just a slight edge. Very, very good. But he may have left a gap. There may be a gap through the two reds for this red into this corner pocket. Yeah, that's better. Good plot. Cue ball needs to slow up.
1. Three.
Well, it doesn't get better than this, Sean. Red's all open. Black is available into both corner pockets. Pink is available.
4.
Yeah, this is now a challenge of the mind for Hossein Vafaei. It's not about technique now. It's not about choosing which shot to play. He's on autopilot. This is about courage and what's left in the tank on the biggest day of his snooker career. Playing to get to the final of the UK Championship.
10.
Got the battle for the Masters. If he wins today, he'll be in. Going on in the background.
11.
This is going to tell us how much fight is left in the tank.
That was a good recovery.
18.
He produced the goods
19.
when he had to against Landa Zhang in the quarterfinals. Produced 2 wonderful breaks. Oh,
Hossein Vafaei.
but that's just pressure.
19.
Pressure, occasion, everything, belief. And I feel sorry for him a little bit because he's such a nice fella, such a great player. But it's just today it's just got to him a little bit, I feel.
Yeah, he was just trying to rest the cue ball on this back cushion. He was in a real hole there. Ronnie can pot the red. That's 2 to the left of the pink into the yellow pocket. He'd love to be able to pot a red and leave the cue ball somewhere safe should he miss it. Got the black dripping over the pocket if he does pot one. He's looking at potting this red to the yellow pocket and screwing the cue ball to the side cushion for safety should he miss it. And he has missed it.
He's missed it, but he's left this red into the left centre, and this is tough. Yeah, it was so tough, he didn't want to take it on. I don't blame him. But has he left this red into the left centre for Ronnie O'Sullivan? I think he has. Needed that cue ball tight on the ball cushion behind the brown. Yeah.
1.
Yeah, it was a poor safety from Hossein Vafaei to even leave Ronnie a sniff at that red to the middle pocket. One good shot here. This could be the end. But that cannon hasn't gone right at all. Does anything pot to this right-hand corner pocket?
6. Ronnie O'Sullivan 6.
Well, a reprieve for Hossein Vafaei, but he's still in a lot of trouble here. Good safety from O'Sullivan, blocking out the reds under the pink and the escape back to baulk.
Every time Ronnie's had to play a telling safety shot, he's come up with the goods. He's kept the pressure under his opponent. It's imperative he got the block from the green, in which he has done perfectly. That's the wonderful view. You could hear a pin drop in this magnificent Barbican Centre here in the beautiful city of York. This is tough. Avoid the double kiss. Has he avoided double kiss? No, no. Has he left one into the right corner? Ronnie gets down, has a quick look. It must be pretty tight. Is he on it? Maybe on the bottom one of those 3 reds. Yeah, it's in.
1.
Well, it's out of his hands now as he played his shot, last shot of this year's Mr. Q UK Championship. It's been an incredible run to this point. Hossein's dreams of getting to the final here and qualifying for the Masters hang by a thread, completely out of his hands.
Nine.
That was very nicely
40.
played. Lots of left-hand side. Create widened angle
15.
off the left-hand side cushion, and now Ronnie right in amongst them. No developing any reds. All in there, the album. Quick glance at the score. 15
22.
points in the lead.
23.
These 4 open reds around the black spot will be enough for high value colours.
30. 31.
He'd be disappointed, Hossein. He put it up to Ronnie when he came back from 2-0 down. The level at 2-all. And since the interval, he's had his chances, just
38.
couldn't capitalise. But he will be back, there's no doubt. He's such a talented player, gifted snooker player.
39.
He will be back. .39 ahead.
46.
Screwing up for the blue.
47.
Blue will be enough, and he's got a nice angle just to drop down for the red beneath the pink. So Ronnie is going to be in his 9th UK Championship
53.
final. He's won it 7 times. He's only been beaten once in a final. That was to Mark Selby. He's played brilliant in patches. He's missed a few. He'll be disappointed
59.
with a few of those, no doubt. He's such a perfectionist that he is.
60.
But by and large, he's such a wonderful match player, as well as the most talented player the game has ever seen.
$63.
You'd have to feel sorry a little bit
65.
for Hossein, Sean, because he's played so well all week.
Yeah, he's been the player of the week to this point, played the best snooker of anyone.
68.
Had a great run. Enjoyed his time in York. And for a moment, looked like he was going to get the necessary points, not just to get to the final, but get to the Masters as well. And that'll hurt. No question about it. But he'll learn a lot about himself after today's match. And like you say,
77.
he will come back stronger.
$83.
The wonderful 90 break for the 7-time UK champion. He's into another final. He beats Hossein Vafaei. A nice embrace, a nice handshake. But it's Ronnie O'Sullivan who prevails. He'll be in tomorrow's final. He beats Hossein Vafaei by 6 frames to 2.